Welcome to Mawla Cognition. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Mawla Cognition was closed in 2023. Now this year is reopened. So you would not find any followers here. But we're going to discuss a few things today about some of the radical Islamist scholars from the West, like Sheikh Assim Al Hakeem, speaker in Huda TV. He would insult a Muslim for saying I am from India. But these radical Islamist sheikhs, they migrate from Islamic countries to non-Muslim countries, which is actually a prohibited act. It's an innovation. Muslims are supposed to live in the Muslim country. They should not migrate to non-Muslim country. So this extremist Salafist preacher, Assim Al Hakeem, someone asked him a question saying, I'm Indian, starting his question, and he replied, you have my condolences. 2,600 people like it, 392 people share it, 250 comments, various comments. So this is what the problem of following intellectual scholars, academic scholars, and fraud sheikhs and scholars, corrupt scholars. They don't know how to respect people of different nationalities, nations. Indian Muslims are proud of their Indian culture, traditions, and their peaceful coexistence with people of other faith like Christians and Hindus. So again we come back to the issue. Those Muslims in Middle East, whether they are just Sunnis or Sunnis and Salafis, they can't live Salafis and Wahhabis, Salafis and Shias, they can't live peacefully. There is always war, terrorism and bloodshed. So Indian Muslims would like to offer condolences to the so-called version of peaceful Islam in Middle East, in different part of the world. The Syrians are all refugees in European countries. Iraqi Muslims are refugees in all European countries. They are leaving Muslim countries to migrate to Kafir infidel countries. Why? Because the false Islam, the intellectual, square-head, radical Islam is causing troubles for the Muslims, first and foremost. And then they are bringing their filth into the non-Muslim countries and then causing trouble for the peaceful coexisting Muslims, Christians, Jews and other people there. So where is the condolence goes to who? To these kind of square-head sheikhs. And this is a racism to insult a Muslim because he is an Indian, to offer condolences. It's an insult, it's a racism, and it's a crime. So where does this guy live? He speaks in Huda TV. This Peace TV, Huda TV, Takbir TV, clerical brigade. He is part of that clerical brigade, which includes Zakir Naik, Mufti Menk, Abdullah Saleh or some other Saleh Kutte, we don't know what does that mean. So in India they say Saleh Kutte, so there is a Saleh, Sheikh Hazim, Mufti Menk. All these, there is a brigade. Usually you found them in Eman Channel, Takbir TV, not Takbir TV, Peace TV and Huda TV. Yeah, Takbir TV belongs to Sufi groups. A correction there. So this is the official page of Assim Al Hakeem. We are here, we're going to click the link. Assim Al Hakeem, that is in his original post. This is not Mawla Cognition made up a post just to lie about. Lying is not part of Mawla Cognition. So the people are on an argument. Someone is saying, Khalid Paul Raj saying, my condolences to whoever consider Assim Al Hakeem to be a scholar. People are in argument. So Indian Muslims, if you have any shame and dignity left, stop following these Wahhabi radical scholars. Forsake them, boycott these idiots. Their knowledge is not the wisdom of Allah or Prophet. Their knowledge is their own intellectual thoughts. So they think like this, that they need to give condolences for Indians because they don't respect Indians. They see Indians as second-class Muslims. They don't respect Indians. The Indians are considered second or third class. Maybe Pakistani Muslims or Bangladeshis are considered second class, and Indians probably are considered third class. Some square-head Salafist in Europe and Middle East believe Muslims drink cow urine. They insult Muslims in India, Muslims from India, as people who drink cow urine. But the Prophet's hadith is saying, Prophet orders to drink camel urine. So the scores are settled between cow urine and camel urine. And the Hindus worship idols, Muslims worship to Hajarul Aswad or black stone. Both are stone. It doesn't matter whether the stone is carved or whether the stone is placed in the corner. Both are stones. So Assim Al Hakeem, this square head, you can see here. Assim Al Hakeem is official page. Assim Al Hakeem. So we must be careful about these kind of idiots. This is the post here 21 hours ago. This is the standard of these idiotic scholars. This is the official Facebook page of Huda TV. This guy appear in their TV channels. You can see here. Assim Al Hakeem, all his programs all over. This is the Saleh. So that's the reality of these people. This hardcore Salafist has no respect for Indian Muslims. But Salafists are growing in India. So Indian government and the other foreign countries, those government where these idiots live, they should prosecute him for racism. So this is the website of Assim Al Hakeem. We even offer counseling. So this hardcore Salafist has no respect for Indian Muslims. So Mawla Cognition exposed this type of filth. So many Muslims, Assim Al Hakeem is the 21st century messenger of God. He decided what is the law of Allah and the Sunnah of Prophet for the 21st century Muslims. Means Islam is not perfected in 6th century. Islam is now perfecting, is going through perfection in the intellect of Assim Al Hakeem and other scholars. This guy should not be allowed entry into European countries or America or other countries that uphold justice, equality, and the countries that stand against racism, discrimination, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, and other form of hatred, racism and discrimination. So the country should ban his visa if they respect, if they honor Indian Muslims, if they respect the Muslims of India. So Muslims are treated as second class or third class by Middle Eastern scholars, Islamist scholars, and they are puppets in Europe and America. At the same time, we see in the hadith that the Prophet commanded some people who were sick to go and drink the urine of camel and milk and urine of camel. So in India they drink the milk and urine of cow. What does the difference it make? Both animals are halal to eat for the Muslims. So the scores are settled, and because this is how the Middle Eastern scholars insult Indian Muslims, saying, oh, you drink cow milk or you cow urine because you are from India and you are friends with Hindus. So you drink cow urine like Hindus. This is what they insult. But these idiots, they are hypocrites. They have such a double standard and hypocrisy. Discrimination, racism, and hate speech or sarcastic speech against Indian Muslims. So my suggestion to all Indian Muslims, especially those who are fooled by the Wahhabis, Salafis, get out from this platform, the Wahhabi Salafi TV platform. Their knowledge is not the knowledge of divine. They are just scholars, they are just humans. They are fallible, they make mistake. You don't need Assim Al Hakeem, Huda TV or Peace TV to practice Islam. You just need Quran and Sunnah. You don't need any of this intellectual man-made knowledge and understanding of these human scholars. They are neither the companions nor real scholars of Islam. They are not Aimma or Imams of Islam. They are self-made scholars in Islamic institutions, which itself is an innovation, because Prophet and his companions, they didn't open Islamic universities, colleges and institutions. So don't be a servant of false scholars, but be servant of God and seek His wisdom. Of course, you must respect the elders, but not a corrupter, not an evil and wicked person like Assim Al Hakeem. Wassalamu ala al-mursaleen, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen.